Hello again everyone, Sokka here and welcome back to Planet Zoo, and it's another day here at the zoo. We've got happy people, we've got donations, we've got all the things, and let's go ahead and greet today's players. We have Natalia Rogowska 777, hello. We have AL Kingy back for more, hello with a balloon. We'll say hello there. We have Morella 628, I believe she was here last time, and we've got Rose Red Honey, who is working there at the ATM. So we've got 4 VIP guests, very cool to see, and we must think what we want to do. First thing today will be finding a mate for our bear. Right now we have BU, the female Formosan black bear. Last time we didn't find any males, so first thing we'll do is go into our animal trading center. We'll see if it remembered we were looking for Formosan black bears. No, indeed, we were looking for Arctic wolves last time. So let's go ahead and head to the Formosan black bear. Make sure we can find a male, or hopefully, we'll see. All right, 320. We can afford Zhao Sen. All right, we'll go ahead and adopt from Animal World. Success. And we will move into Habitat 13, and that will give BU a mate. Speaking of mate, we also have to look out for our saltwater crocodiles. And I thought that was a saltwater crocodile right there crawling out, but it's a shadow of a balloon. Pretty soon we're going to have a bunch of adult saltwater crocodiles running around, and I believe their social life, they can only have 2 adults at a time. Oh, you got poop on the back. Let's call you Poop Back Gator. Poop Back Mountain. In English, you need to clean that off. Oh, we got some physics going on. Yeah, I recommend getting that off unless that's some sort of a suntan lotion. I mean, it is pretty sunny out there. Well, now it's cloudy, but I mean, the sun is out. But in all seriousness, when these children grow up, we're going to have to release the adults into the wild, and probably all but one of the children, and find someone else to put in here. As we can see with the social, they can have just one saltwater crocodile in an exhibit to be happy. Vet research is done. We were working on some enrichment items for our Formosan black bear. All right, so I guess saltwater crocodile will be next, because these poor crocs have nothing to make them happy except the sprinkler, which we learned from somewhere else. So that isn't good. Let's go ahead to our habitat here and sort by our Formosan black bear and see what kind of cool stuff we learned for the bear. So we learned about the fire hose ball. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Plop that down. Welcome, fire hose ball. Where is our bears so we can see what kind of impact this enrichment has? Where are you, teddy bear? Teddy bear. You know, it's not a good thing when you're walking around looking for a bear, you know a bear is there, and you can see the hair and not know quite that she's there, but there she is. All right, enrichment items are at 0%. Let's watch this unfurl here. So 15% for the fire hose ball. We also have the large fixed roller feeder. So let's go ahead and place that by the door so our zookeeper can go ahead and plop that down. That's a 65% enrichment as well. We don't need a heater or a cooler, and unfortunately that's all we learned from level 1, but 65% is pretty happy now that we've got the roller and the feeder, and our mechanic is on site ready to fix up the brick, and we can welcome our brand new male, Zhao Shen, which is pretty good. Hopefully that will be happiness. We've got a lot of animal alerts with our Chinese pangolins and aardvarks being stressed. That's sort of the name of the game, and we've got the ghost achievement. I don't have the list up on my secondary monitor, so I can't tell you what that is right away, but with an icon of a wolf, I imagine it has something to do with our Arctic wolves, perhaps? Not actually sure, but we have Tulamak here, who is the alpha female. So we've got alphas on alphas, which is pretty cool. We're going to need our mechanic over here to repair this fence soon, 64%, something to look into. Also something to look into, we're scooting right along, is how do we expand from here? We have our Formosan black bear under the monorail here, so hopefully people can see the black bear from the monorail. Monorail is very popular indeed, as you can see. A lot of people with hats Is that a poo? Are you wearing a poop on your head? This is the episode of poop. No, I think that's an ice cream with a dollop of caramel on the top. That's what I'll pretend is on their head. Not too sure about that. But we're talking about expanding this way. One thing we can do is attach it to Work Zone 3 right now that takes care of the African wilderness and all of these exhibits here. I think this will be a shoe-in for a good exhibit over here, and the question is, what do we want to do? There are a lot of creatures that require a lot of space, like said polar bear. It's going to come down to our power situation here, because the polar bear needs, obviously, air conditioning or chilled coolers to keep the snow on the ground. We have some reach with this wind generator, and we have a powered generator, good old coal fire generator over here. We have space over here for another staff path to come out this way. We can hook up another generator over here and encompass this area. It's just a lot of space that the polar bears require, but I have a feeling that our people would really appreciate a polar bear. Did we get a challenge? No, we didn't. Are we on the community? A, breed 300,000 common warthogs, and thankfully, we have some common warthogs in our own enclosure. So we are participating in this particular community event. Maybe we can get an even better warthog when it's all said and done. That would be pretty cool indeed. And yeah, very active over here by the watering hole. We have baby warthogs following. Is that mama? Yeah, we've got baby warthogs following mama. Everything is looking cool. And so what we can do is look at the wall requirements, the barrier requirements for the polar bear. And how cool would it be to grab another monorail and call it the Polar Express? You know, inspiration doesn't hit me too often. But when it does, I'm pretty impressed with myself. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Let's see what the polar bear needs as far as space. I mean, it is massive. I can tell you that. Wherefore out there, polar bear. We have the giant panda. We've got that bear. The mandrill, the plain zebra. Polar bear, obviously. So it requires 6,000 meters of land. Now, our African wilderness in the back is how big? 13,000? Is it? 14,000. So it doesn't have to be that big. So that's good. What is their barrier requirement? Grade 4, higher than 4 1/10 feet. Now, the bad part is, you know, we don't know that many barriers over grade 4, but we do have the steel mesh. It's climbable. Do these polar bears climb? It doesn't say non-climbable. So I think we can put down that steel mesh around the outside of the polar bear enclosure, and we can also do the Polar Express. I'm not abandoning the idea of the Polar Express, because some of the other Arctic animals need a lot of space as well. And if we were to have a monorail that goes over the polar bear and the doll sheep and the reindeer, that might be pretty cool if we set up this area to be Arctic in nature. It would be the steel mesh. We would need the path around. Yeah, let me work on that. Let me make sure I have the figure in my head, 6,000 meters. They need 1 to 2. So if we can get one polar bear, they'll be happy. The question is, how expensive are the polar bear? Because if they are conservation credits only, and I only have 35 conservation credits, that's not going to be good for anyone. So let's filter by polar bear. And as you can see, we couldn't even afford one. We got that other black bear. So it's something to keep in mind, but we'll have to do something else in the interim. I'll keep this area sort of zoned off for the Arctic creatures. We might do another exhibit today. We can run a path back alongside here and run another exhibit right in the middle. I think we can fit another one of these right here, and that would fit in nicely. We would have location, location, location. It would be within the power grid, so we wouldn't have to worry about that. And we could connect up this path a little bit better. So let me see if another one of these exhibits are going to fit right here in this corner. Let me see if I can run a path along the backside here, and I will be right back. All right, so we indeed were able to fit in one. We couldn't fit in two, but I like the look of this. We've got entry from all four ways, so we can get maximum people looking at this exhibit from all four sides. Of course, it's powered and everything is awesome. So let me look through the exhibit trading market and see what we want to bring to the zoo. All right, so I have decided to get the Goliath frog. We didn't have we didn't have any frogs of any kind, really. So that should be pretty happy. I was able to get a couple of them. Looking at the layout, we don't know anything about the frog as far as their enrichment level is concerned. One thing we will have to do, of course, is get our work zones set up. So let's do our staff. Let's go into our work zones. Let's edit work zone 3 and add that exhibit to work zone 3, and now everything is good to go. So now our keepers and everybody knows that we have a Goliath frog here. We can also set up our signs here, nice and powered that away. People can get some education on the Goliath frog, and we will see how popular El Goliath frog will be. We'll also take a look at our Goliath frogs in the enclosure if we can. See if we can spot them anywhere. Are they chilling on the glass like the poison frogs do? No, I don't see them, but our first frog looker is Elias Aranda. So, Elias, you're the first to see the Goliath frog in their natural habitat, assuming you can see them at all. This is almost like a Where's Waldo of creatures. Where is the Goliath frog? Have you seen it yet? Tell you what, we'll do this the ye old-fashioned way and go into our animals here and go on the camera. Oh, there they are. Well, there's one. Is that the second one chilling in the water there? Let me take a look-see. No, that's just one. And it is a pretty big frog, I am not going to lie. So our Goliath frogs are in. Chinese pangolins are about to mate, and we have a few more visiting players. AA201305-8. I'm sure no one's got that name. And Laura Schmidt, 92. Hello, Laura. Nice to see you. Welcome to the zoo. So getting some conservation credits back for saying hello is always good. Our sable antelope is expecting offspring due of May this coming year. All right, sounds good. Yeah, this African exhibit is definitely pretty big indeed. I'm liking it for sure. As per usual, we'll see if we can finagle any other enrichment creatures in that pin as well. Now what do we got? Aardvarks and their low welfare. We need that mechanic to keep researching the barriers and get that one-way glass for sure. So what do you think about the monorail? The queue is really fast. You didn't say anything about value, though. Okay, so you couldn't see the ostriches. That's to be expected. They're either going to be where you can see them or not. That's the... People, you're lining up at the wrong place. You need to go elsewhere. This is the exit. You're peeing on the wheels of progress. Go that way. There you go. Break away. This place is a dump. Okay, so we have some trash. Oh, crap. Replace that recycling bin, please. Thank you for letting me know. Because the caretakers sure didn't. Yeah, let's actually look at the guest happiness map and see negative impact on guests. Okay, so we have some garbage right there that we need to address, and we have a recycle bin right there. Can I click on this garbage and call a caretaker? No? Has anyone let a caretaker know that there is garbage in the middle of the path? Because that would certainly be nice. Hey, caretaker. All right, so this will be work zone 2. Where are my caretakers in work zone 2? You're all fired. Okay, so work zone 2 is definitely overloaded. Same for work zone 1. All right, so what we'll do then, you're resting, Rebecca. Go ahead and train up. What we will do is try to stem the tide and educate our workers a little bit better so they operate faster, probably more efficiently as well. Hopefully we won't have to hire so many. We can have a contingent team of very skilled workers that do a lot of work and not a whole bunch of unskilled workers who don't work. Yeah, this place is a poop pit, that is for sure. How long until these juveniles age up? At 6.4 years old, they're still not even halfway to adulthood. So baby saltwater crocs last a while. And that's just because they live forever. At 30 years old, they're not even halfway to being an adult, or halfway through adulthood. That is crazy. All right, giant forest scorpion has some low welfare. I imagine we're getting some overcrowding, yes? The social group is too large. How many animals do we have in this particular enclosure, I wonder? Yeah, 8 and 11. Yeah, we're going to whittle that right down. Where is our best? I think the ones up top are about our worst. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll go 4, 5, and 6. And 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, that will leave one male at the bottom. Send animal storage. And then our females will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uncheck the male. 7. Okay, I think that's a female down there. So we'll uncheck Vanya and send the rest there. Now we have one male and one female, all taken care of. Okay, so we got that all set. We have 29 of 30 animals in here. Quick trade for $12,000. Skadoosh. Pretty cool stuff. So scorpions are happy. We're down to the Elite 2. Zookeeper's coming by to give the old wishy-washy. That's cool. We don't have an important alert that requires attention. There you go. How close is our mechanic research from being done? Oh, very, very close indeed. Just a little smidgen, and we will learn about concrete. Then we move on to electric fencing. Then we get to one-way glass. And once we get one-way glass done, we can redo the Chinese pangolin and the armadillo. The armadillo, aardvark. Yeah, the A's. We'll get to redo all of that so our shy creatures won't feel so timid. That our Nyala down here as well. So let me go ahead and take a gander at, vet research is done. We now have Saltwater Croc technology. Saltwater Croc tech. All right, let's head down to the Saltwater Croc and see what we learned about their enrichment items. One thing about it, it may help others as well. I don't know who else might like the sort of things that a Saltwater Croc would like, but we have the rubbing pad. Oh, we already got a rubbing pad. We also have a sprinkler. We didn't learn squat. I guess because we learned that from somewhere else. Okay, so our vet is going to hold tight there in Saltwater Crocodile technology then until we can get level 2. Oh, so we did research a little bit more. We have to get up to 3. VR Zoopedia. What do we learn at... Okay, so we learned about the whole carcass and processed meat. We learned about the sprinkler and the rubbing pad. But we have no other food or habitat enrichments yet. But we do have a fun fact. Statistically, the joint most dangerous crocodile to humans aside, the Nile crocodile. All right, Inspector, we've tried to boost up our education game. You're going to Habitat 5 to see Kupin. You're going to Habitat 7 to see Paramana. You're going to Habitat 4 to see Mani. Habitat 2 to see Yumi. And Habitat 9 to see Sakai. Okay, that is fine. Arctic Wolf is about to have offspring. Looks like she's just scratching right now. But we're about to have some brand new pups for our Arctic Wolf exhibit. Come on, poop them out. Offspring imminent. And I don't think we have any other pups in here, as we basically in the last episode stopped inbreeding from happening and got a brand new mate in here. So hopefully these are genetically awesome. The alpha mother's traits are not that good. There's our little puppy. Unique, yeah, about the same. But 2175 appeal. That's going to bring in the people. And hopefully the people alongside this fence is going to say, oh, the baby fox, or the baby is so cute. Hey, we need caretakers. That's what we are going to do. We definitely probably need to hire, need to hire some more caretakers for sure. Looks like work zone 1, 2, and because we've got some people not doing a whole lot of nothing in work zone 1, 2, and 3. And then we got people who are overworking their fingers to the bone in zone 1, 2, and 3. Let's get 3 more caretakers down. And let's assign 1 to each zone. So you will be in work zone 1. You'll be in work zone 2. And you'll be in work zone 3. Get to work. And hopefully, get to work right away, packing all that stuff down. Hopefully they'll pick up this garbage in the path here as well. Sweepy, sweepy. Already you're Employee of the Month there, Athena. My goddess Athena. Already cleaned up trash, already swept the thing, and has training. Suffice to say, is one of the words the caretakers of cannot hear. Bairds Tapir about to have offspring. About to have some baby tapir as well. I believe their social situation can only have 2 adults. So once again, when these babies grow up, we have to do a rotation, and we can release these tapir into the wild. Having babies in the mud pit, nice and comfy. And you've had offspring, and wow, take a look at that pattern. Cetalic. The baby tapir is going to be a female with really good genetics. 1650 on the appeal meter. Very, very cool indeed. Let's see, how is our marketing campaign? Still really good. We're still running our marketing campaign. We made $49,000 last year, looking at $2,500 for this year. 74% on the guest happiness as well. So we can just take a gander at the guest needs and see who is the most hurting for certain. So we have Hot Dog Squad looks busy, and you're not happy. Education helps guests stay at maximum happiness for longer. You've got decent education, but the Hot Dog Squad was full. Does that mean we need more amenities? I mean, there's some angry people over here. It does look like they're trying to get some food back here. However, the shops are all filled up. So do I want to try something drastic? Do I want to scoot this back a bit and try to double the amount of food in this area with the locations as well? I mean, we've boosted these food shops. We might try to squeeze in another one over here as well, because I think we've got the room to. This is going to screw everything up. All right, everybody is open for business. Mechanic research is done again. That is going to be more barriers. And still working on barriers. We know concrete now. Now we're working on our electric, or does that mean we're working on our one-way glass? Let's actually look at our barriers here. Do we have electric fences? We've got chain link. Do we have concrete? Yes, we do. So we're working on our electric fence now. Once we get our electric fence, then we will get our two-way glass. One thing that I'm going to look at before we close off the episode is to see if our staff work zone covers this sort of thing. That would be in work zone 1, and indeed, because I plopped those down and replaced them, they were not in work zone 1. So now, work zone 1 is 24 buildings, 2 staff rooms, 4 habitats. Work zone 2 is the least amount of work, and work zone 3 is definitely the heaviest hitting work. We've already got people using the new ATM. We should have some people coming on over. And Madeline has moved on in. Hello, Madeline. I'm going to find a staff room, but you're all rested up, open for business, and serving customers at the Gulpy Soda. All right, so we've opened up the area a little bit. Let's actually add a little bit of nature here. So we are in the North American continent, and I believe we are in the grassland biome. Maybe we're in the temperate. We'll add a tree. Let's add us a cypress tree wouldn't be bad. How about another bigger tree? Ooh, a holly tree wouldn't be bad as well. Welcome. So we put a few trees down there to fill up the space. That hopefully raises the appeal. Yeah, we're at 90% appeal for this pizza pen. Bathrooms are functional and ready to go. And I think we are working along swimmingly. So the last thing we're going to do is just take a look at the animal market and see if we can bring in another enriched species for this particular enclosure. So I'll take a gander at what's going on with the frog. The social health. Are you over already? Oh, is one dead? I think one's dead. Did one die? Social group. It's too large. Okay. What's too large? 1 to 2. 1 to 2. How many are in here? Oh, crap. They ain't playing around. Okay. Then let's send these 2 frogs to the animal storage center. Yeah. Those frogs wasted no time. Exhibit trading, please. Let's take a look and see what kind of price we can get for our frogs. All right, we can quick trade. I mean, these are 1,500 appeal. And what's funny is I don't see like release to the wild available when I select only one. I would like to release them to the wild and can't seem to. If you know why that is, let me know why this is grayed out and why I can't release them to the wild. We'll quick trade for $1,000. That's an easy 1,000 to make for sure. We've got some stressed animals. Now, as I was saying, vet research is done. This is our 2nd level of Saltwater Croc. So did we learn anything interesting now with the Saltwater Crocodile? We will take a look-see real quick. Tell you, it's always at the end of the episode that things start popping. You get into it a little bit, you get ready to sign off. So we got a large snowball, plop, and we have a large ball as well. That will hopefully raise up the enrichment. Over time, they provide less enrichment as they're bored. Removing the toy for a time will allow the novelty to return. So let's get rid of the sprinkler. They're done with the sprinkler and the rubbing pad. So, yeah, we'll have to put in the rubbing pad and the sprinkler back. But their enrichment's at 50%. They're really happy with the large ball and the large snow. But we still don't know any food enrichment. One thing we can adjust is our fire for our vet research and see if we can find something for our exhibit animal, the Goliath frog. So go ahead and look at the Goliath frog situation. And now I will look and see if we have any creatures that we can put in here. We are about ready to see our next animal going in the African exhibit. I was able to get 2, which is fine for their social group. No males, though, so we have a bachelorette sort of feeling here. But allow me to introduce to you our newest animals to the zoo. We have plains zebras, which we haven't had before. We've got Monifa, the 8.1-year-old adult, and Asia, the 10.8-year adult female. Like I said, 2 females for our plains zebras, but they can live in harmony. No, they need a 3rd. Okay. Well, my bad. Are there any more plains zebras? I misspoke. Yeah, we got a few more. Let's keep up with the bachelorette theme. We need some good genetics here. Fertility, we don't care. Ooh, let's do size. 1181, success, move, right there. All right, so no worse for the wear. We'll get our third plain zebra in here, but we have 3 female plains zebras in our enclosure now with good social welfare, good toy enrichment as well. They are completely happy with the grab ball and the grazing ball. So the things that we've researched before have already paid dividends. They have plenty of hard shelter, plenty of space. Everything is awesome, and they're getting that interspecies bonus, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 extra points for sharing the space with all of these creatures. We're getting a nice exhibit of African influence over here and full monorails driving around as well. So those that ride the monorail get a lot of value out of their $15 ticket to go up and over for about 1 kilometer to see the ostriches and the sable antelopes, the African buffalo, the giraffe, warthog. Assuming we see giraffes, yeah, the giraffe is actually right next to the track. This would be an interesting shot as you're going up the hill. There's a giraffe. Oh, crap. What's going on? We've got Monty, who kicked the bucket. And then we've got some stress. So just 1 animal died. A few are stressed with low welfare. Only 1 death. Monty, 13.9 years old. Vet! Vet, hey! What are you doing? There's a dead animal in here. Yeah, you need to inspect the dead animal. There, Lilla. Yeah, you don't need an iPad to see that we've got a dead creature. Well, I tell you what, leave it to old Angelique, who is doing the work. You know, this isn't the first time that we've seen Angelique do the work. But it says, oh, I guess that's last year. It's a new year. I was going to say lifetime. She's probably done the work. Like, she has done quite a lot, I would think. Matter of fact, let's get her some training for a job well done. 20%. Ooh, I haven't seen this screen before. So 54% idle, 17% resting, 20% traveling, and only 8% on duty. It would be very interesting to go through our employees and do sort of an employee evaluation episode where we look and see who our slackers are, and maybe we give them the boot. I'm looking at you, Rebecca. Yeah, looking at you. Spent 46% of the time doing nothing, but yet there's garbage on the path. I tell you what. But that will do it for me and this episode, ladies and gentlemen. We are 1 animal closer from completing our animal exhibit of Africa, and the black wildebeest is going to be the absolute worst to get. If we look at the Zoopedia for the wildebeest, we can see that the bare minimum requirement is 7 creatures. 1 male and then the rest female. That is rolling deep. And overcrowding. All right, let's take a look at our animals then. So we've got 2 females fighting amongst themselves. Sorry, Sukhothai, but you were getting released to the wild. 127 conservation credits, and now the balance is ready. I'll tell you, Rashida is an MVP. She's got 3,000 appeal and rolling deep. Then our male over here, who is 8 years old, he's got 3,000 appeal, but he looked like, yeah, his genes are quite garbage. But we will be okay for now. But that will do it for me in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. In the next episode, we'll see if we can snag any other creatures, make more exhibits, see what we can do about the Polar Express, perhaps, and see what we can do about our African exhibit. And who knows, maybe put a few more of these down, as I imagine they're doing quite well with the folks. Matter of fact, it would probably help to get a donation bin over here. Duplicate, please. And boom. If you're feeling so bold to donate to our Goliath frogs. That will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Planet Zoo video. Take care.